Yeah, good morning, guys. As due to request from many students, I'm recording a special video on my paper number 7 CA Final Group 2, that is how to prepare for your DT paper, that is direct taxes and international taxation. Whether your old syllabus or new syllabus does not matter. Please watch the video till the end. I'll ensure that you get advantage from this video and something you will take it as a positiveness from the current video. It will help you when you start preparing, start revising, and one day before exam what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do, and so on. So please ensure that you watch the video till the end. So let's start with your syllabus. Now before we start anything, sir, I hope your subject name, I hope you know, it's direct taxes and international taxation, okay, which is a 100 marks paper. So please be very careful. I'll tell you how to read, how to revise, everything I'll tell you. Next, this is for 70 marks as per your new syllabus. This is your 30 marks as per new syllabus. This international taxation has 8 chapters. Number 1, taxation of non-resident. Taxation of non-resident. Transfer pricing. Transfer pricing. Number 3, concept of DTAA, double taxation avoidance agreement. Number 4, concept of equalization levy. Taxation of non-resident, transfer pricing, DTAA, equalization levy. Number 5, authority for advance ruling. Authority for advance ruling. Number 6, application of tax treaties. Number 7, we say BEPS, base erosion and profit sharing. And number 8, overview of model tax convention. Overview of model tax convention. 70 marks are other topics whatever we have in our module. I hope we have 3 modules plus case study, whatever, or whether you are attending any other places in anywhere in India. These 8 chapters is covered in 30 marks. Any other topic will be covered in direct taxes part. It's called direct taxes. That's a syllabus from direct taxes. These 8 chapters are syllabus from international taxation. This 8. Am I clear with this? First rule is we know from 6, 7, 8, 5 marks will definitely come from exam, and these are theory based topics. These are theory based chapters or topics. That is application of tax treaties, BEPS, and overview of model tax convention. But we are 100% sure 5 marks पक्का आता उसमें से. Next, from here to here, this 2 will definitely carry 6 to 8 marks in the exam. That is double taxation avoidance agreement and equalization levy, definitely 6 to 8 marks. Okay, these 2 will carry 15 marks. This will carry 2 to 4 marks. So roughly 30, sir, including choice. If you said it will increase more than 30, but roughly this is the weightage for each chapters here. These 30 marks and this other topic 70 marks. Am I clear till here? Shall we continue? Now listen. अब क्या होता सर? I hope you know your question paper pattern. Even if you know, I'll cover because majority points you don't know. Question model for your DT paper. कितने marks का है sir question paper? We already know it's 100 marks. Out of which 30 marks is for MCQs and 70 marks is descriptive. Both the problems or theory plus problems or whatever it is. 30 marks is MCQs and 70 marks is descriptive. Among this 30, what we have observed is 2 case studies will be asked. 5 marks each. And 10 MCQs will be asked. 2 marks each. This should be the pattern starting from November 2020 is what we have observed in RTPs and MTPs. Starting from November 2020, 2 small case studies, very small case studies, 5 marks each, 10 MCQs of 2 marks each, total will give you 10 plus 20, 30 marks. Is it clear? First point. Out of this 30, we are 100% sure 6 to 7 marks will come from international taxation chapters and balance 24 marks, 24 or 23 will come from DT syllabus. This is for sure, no doubt usme. 6 to 7 marks will come from international taxation and 24 marks will come from DT syllabus. Rule number 1, under that. Rule number 1, do not focus on MCQs when you are studying for exam. I repeat with a sound mind. I repeat with a sound mind. Do not focus on MCQ while you study. Sir, please एक बात समझो sir. I have seen lot of authors, they have 2000 MCQs, 1000 MCQs, 3000 MCQs. I can bet my life not even one MCQ will be asked from those 2000 MCQs in the exam. You focus on provision, sir. You can answer any MCQ in the exam. I hope you know that Mahabharata story. When Dronacharya asked the other Pandavas or Kauravas, what do you see? He asked to aim. What do you see? They say, we see trees, we see that. When he asked Arjuna, he says, I only see the bird eye. The bird eye here is the provisions. If you know the bird eye, anything else you can aim the target to ICAI. Do not be threatened with MCQ. Provision पे ध्यान दियो. Focus on provision. You can anytime answer the MCQs. How to answer the MCQs in the later part of the video, I'll be covering that as well. But let me discuss the question model. This is a question model. Next, 70 marks. 70 marks में sir 6 questions you will have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Each carrying 14 marks. You have to answer any 5 of these 14, 5 of these 6. 5 into 14 gives you 70. But this is a compulsory question of 14 marks. This is a compulsory question for 14 marks. In these 5, you have to answer any 4 questions of 14 marks. So total gives you 70 marks. Am I clear? 99.999999% this compulsory question will come from PGBP only. He can give from MAT also, he can give from slum sale also, he can give from taxation of dividend also, but 99% chances PGBP में से ही आता वो question. Okay, no second thought about it. And any 4 you have to, each will carry 14 marks. Out of 5 you have to attempt 470. अब इसमें the observation what I have done is, in these questions of 14 marks, these 4 questions, 8 marks will be from DT syllabus 6 marks will be from international taxation syllabus, 100%. That is what they are following. The questions which are coming from question 2 to 6, not 1, 2 to 6, 14 marks, which will have separate bits. 8 marks will be from those topics which are DT, other than those 8. And 6 marks will be from those 8 topics only. That is for sure. So, क्या हो गया? 24 marks is coming from international taxation. And 6 into 4, 24, 8 into 4, 32 is coming from DT syllabus. So, 24 marks is coming from international taxation, 6 marks is coming from international taxation MCQ, 24 plus 6 GQ, roughly 30. When they say 30, they are not rigid, only exact 30. It will definitely not be less. It can be definitely more by 2 or 3 marks maximum, not beyond that. So, 30 was 32, 33 marks. Or upper limit 35 marks will be from those 8 topics. This is a question paper model. Yehi question paper, this they will follow, and this case study will be newly introduced for you from November 2020 examination. From November 2020 examination. If someone wants to copy, I can wait, else we'll continue, please. Okay, let's continue now, guys. Question paper model is very clear, I guess. Now listen. Now, listen. What should we go through for exam? What should we go through for DT paper? Okay, then I'll cover the time management, everything I'll be covering, don't worry. What should we go through for DT paper, sir? So please understand, before you start studying for DT exam, I am assuming your coaching is done, or your coaching is almost done, near to end, or 50% complete, 60%, whatever it is. Before you start studying for DT exam for the first time, you should have following things with you. Your class notes you should have, which should be complete. You should have your DT notes, whether you have taken coaching from me or from any other faculty, does not matter. You should have the class notes with you, which should be complete. Number 2, you should have amendments with you. Finance Act 2019 amendments, if you're writing in November 2020 exam. Finance Act 2020 amendments, if you're writing in May or November 21 exam. My advice to you is, keep a separate book for amendments. Keep a separate book for amendments. Already the amendments will be covered topic wise in the class notes, I agree, but still have a separate notes for amendment. All amendments at one place will make your job very easy. That's the reason, due to lot of requests from the students, I am uploading the videos in my YouTube channel also for the amendments. Already I have uploaded 4 to 5 videos, and more 5 to 6 will be coming very soon. So all the amendments you can also find in my YouTube channel, but my advice to you, have a separate 50 pages book on the amendments, and take the amendment from every topic, whatever you have, and write there. That would be the best strategy. Number 3, what else you should have is, you should have a case law module with you. I have already given case law module that you should have, and what I have planned is, I have created summary of case laws in one liner summary of case laws. It is in print, it is in typing stage, sir. Once it's typed and I'll change any mistakes if there, that will be shared to you. All the judgments, all the case laws applicable for you, all the case laws given in study material, uska answer is given in one line. That is for quick revision, but that's not the way you write in the exam. If a case law comes in exam, you should write in 4 paragraphs. You should first write the issue kya hai, problem kya hai. Then you should write what is the provision applicable for the particular case law. Then you should give your analysis to the case law and you have to give the conclusion. The conclusion part ka summary I will give you for all those case laws applicable for your exam. Issue you have to just copy from the question. Conclusion say you will find the section number. That section number has to be explained and you give your analysis in your own words. They'll give you marks. Issue ke liye they'll give you half mark. Provision ke liye they'll give you half mark. Your analysis will give you 2 marks. And conclusion will give you 1 mark. Total case law if asked will be given for 4 marks. No second thought about it. No second thought about it. So case law module is must. You have to have, and also I'll give you a summary of case law. Either it will be uploaded in Google Drive link or sent in WhatsApp group, Telegram group, whatever applicable. But you should have the case law module which is already sent. Plus the summary of case law extra will be sent very soon. That you should have before you start studying for your DT exam. DT paper, you should have your class notes complete, you should have amendments, you should have case laws, and number 4, you should have RTPs. You should have RTP with you. You should always have the current attempt RTP and last attempt RTP. If you go through these 2, that would be more than sufficient. Do not go to last 10 years RTP, that's not required. The current RTP and the previous one. For example, if I'm a student, I'm writing in November 2020, I will go through November 2020 RTP. I will also go through May 2020 RTP. May 2020 RTP is already issued by ECI. In a week or so, I will be discussing May 2020 RTP and will be uploaded on YouTube for your analysis. Whenever November 2020 RTP is issued, at that time also I will be discussing November 2020 RTP and will be uploaded in my YouTube channel as well for your further discussions. You should have your class notes, you should have amendments, you should have case law module, you should have RTP. And the 5th one, the most important, you start preparing short notes for every chapter. I don't know whether you know, when deductions in the chapter 6A was covered, it took me 8 hours to cover the deduction in chapter 6A in 3 to 4 lectures. But I informed when I recorded the sessions that better you prepare a chart for the entire chapter as short notes. Very many students have prepared the chart and sent to me. If you prepare the short notes, the chapter can be completed in 15 minutes instead of 2 to 3 hours. You spend time now, it will become easy one day before exam for your attempt. You should have short notes because class notes is roughly around 650 to 700 pages. Class notes, amendment separate, case law separate, RTP separate, short notes separate. Short notes will be a quick reference for you, quick revision point of view. I am not telling you to ignore the class note. That's impossible. This is like Bhagavad Gita, Quran or Bible for you. This cannot be ignored. उसमें से short notes बनाओ, एक summary chart बनाओ for every chapter if it's possible. Be creative. If not possible, message me. I'll tell you how to prepare the summary chart for every chapter. Like I have given you for PGBP. I have discussed with the deduction in chapter 6A. For equalization levy, a story was covered. So ऐसा बना के रखो sir. Please. ये 15 minutes में आपका पूरा chapter, 15 to 20 minutes में पूरा chapter हो जाता sir आपका. Not beyond that. If this is your hard work. No pain, no gain, sir. Short term pain, long term gain. Simple. No other story beyond this. Absolutely not required. This is what you should have before we start studying for the paper. अगर ये इसमें से एक भी नहीं है, you should not start preparing. First, make sure everything you have, then you start preparing. This is my advisable. Whether you have or not, that's up to you. But you should have. is, if you ask me, my opinion, you should have an habit of preparing short notes for every chapter. Reason being, 700 pages, amendments, case laws, RTPs, one day before exam, with 3 modules. Impossible. Only Balaya can do that. And we are not Balayas, we are human beings. And Balaya is another league. He's a Superman in our industry. He can do anything, sir, but we cannot do anything. So, possibly nahi for a normal human being to cover everything one day before exam. So, there the short notes will help you, sir. There the short notes will help you. No second thought about it. Clear? Now, I forgot to tell you something. This chapters number 6, 7 and 8, what we wrote, 6, 7, 8, is applicable only for new syllabus and not applicable for old syllabus students. This chapter number 6, 7, 8 is applicable only for old, is applicable only for new and not for old, but does not matter, the weightage remains the same. Whether you are for new or old, 30 marks only will be asked, but old syllabus student does not have 6, 7, 8 chapters. 6th, 7th and 8th, they do not have in the syllabus. Am I clear with this? Am I clear with this? Please understand, sir, I'm planning to give a strategy, but before we start studying, ye sabr hai na, and bloody, your DT is an ocean. Paper 7, someone told me, is equivalent to paper 6 plus paper 8, it seems. Bole to, the volume of paper 6, elective paper, paper 8, IDT, if you combine both two, that will be definitely less, but I am assuming is equivalent to your paper number 7. Utta padna hai, sir. 3 modules bolte around 1200 to 1400 pages. That is module. 700 pages of your DT notes, around 300 to 400 problems, then case laws, amendments, RTP, short notes. Kya padna hai, sir? So, if you want exemption, मैं वापिस बोल रहा हूँ सर, getting 40 to 45, 40 to 50 is easy in DT. Getting 75 is difficult, and my aim is to make sure you you think out of the box. You come beyond your comfort level and aim for 75. No second thought about it. 75 Anna. I'm not a fool to give so much notes, taking effort to make sure the notes are very simple and clear. I want you to score 75 plus. And the feeling, the happiness what you get when you get 75 plus is unmatchable. 10 crores of income also will not match what you got in DT. But difficult hai, impossible nahi hai. But if you follow these steps, it's definitely possible. Definitely possible. Clear? This is what you should have with you before you start studying. Okay? Now suno. Ab kya karna? Once you have all these ingredients, Baba, we are making a curry. First we should on the gas, attend the classes, vessel rakhte, listen to the classes, then namak, ingredients, all these are ingredients to the curry. Now we will mix the curry. What we will do? We will mix the curry. Clear? Up suno. Now comes the most important part. I want you to copy this. If you want to copy, then we'll copy. Sequence to be followed. Ante which topics I should study first so that it is beneficial to me one day before exam, and with initially I can cover more and more weightage for the examination purpose also. Sequence to be followed. What are the topics I should follow? Means my DT coaching is done, then I'll start preparing for the first time, then I'll do revisions, then one day before exam. I am assuming you will first start studying, then first revision, second revision if you have the time, and one day before exam. How to study? Because so many chapters we have, what is the sequence to be followed so that I can cover more weightage in less time. Be careful, be very careful. Be careful. Category A. I will divide your syllabus into various categories, A, B, C, D, E, F. Topics. Category. I am not telling that any category is less important and all, but I know majority, this only will majority be followed by ICAE also, and the weightage. Your sequence should be first do category A topics. Your sequence should be first to do category A topics, and the topics covered in those category A are 8 chapters of international taxation, 8 chapters of international taxation, taxation of NR, transfer pricing, DDW, equalization levy, authority, and those last 3 topics, plus PGBP. This is what you have to study first. 100% इसमें से 45 मार्क्स आता, उसमें डाउट टिच नहीं है, 8 chapters of Indian and PGB. But the problem is, to do PGBP, you have to do these 2 topics also simultaneously. Although you cannot solve PG problems unless these chapters are done. Deductions under chapter 6A and TDS, TCS, advanced tax and interest. So whenever I tell you please revise PGBP cannot be done unless you do first deductions under chapter 6A, TDS, TDS, advanced tax and interest. So पहले डिडक्शंस करना, पहले 8 चैप्टर्स करना, फिर डिडक्शंस करना, फिर TDS TCS करना, एडवांस टैक्स करना, इंटरेस्ट करना, PGBP करना. This will definitely carry 45 to 48 marks in exam. Doubt टिच नहीं है उसमें. This should be your first priority. First priority ये रखना. Then once I tell you the sequence, and I'll tell you how to study one day before exam also, how to manage your time, everything will be covered. Be slow. I already told you, please watch the video till the end. You will find some surprises also. Clear? PGP deductions. One more point. Can he ask separate question on deduction on chapter 6A? The probability is less, but he will definitely add with PGBP, or he will add with DTAA problems. I hope you know when we did DTAA problems, every problem will have 1 or 2 points on deductions and a chapter 6A. Important. Number 2, TDS, TCS chapter you know for PGBP, because 1 or 2 adjustments will be always on TDS. The TDS deducted, paid after the due date, it will be disallowed last year, allowed this year, and those nonsense. And separate question on TDS is also expected every attempt. So separate question bhi aata, and he will link that PGBP with TDS also in one of the adjustments in PGB problems. TDS, TCS, advanced tax and interest. Interest May 2020 attempt RTP mein you have one problem on interest under 234 ABC. So when they have a problem in RTP, we can expect either in the May attempt, May is cancelled, in the November attempt or the next May attempt, we can expect a question on 234 ABC, and when I upload the May 2020 RTP discussion, you can check that particular video, you will have the question on interest. So this is important. ये कर लिए 45 marks, majority 45% syllabus weightage wise is done. Second sequence, that is called category B chapters. Category B chapters is capital gain plus other sources. ये दोनों साथ में ही करना पड़ता. These are brothers and sisters. You cannot cover capital gain separately, after 10 days other sources. ऐसा नहीं पढ़ते. Capital gains and other sources has to be read together, one by one. Once capital gain is in, then you start other sources. You cannot start capital gains, then do other chapter, then do other sources later on. वैसा नहीं होता. Capital gains shall be followed by other sources. Plus buyback can be asked. Buyback topic, buyback of shares. Plus dividend taxation. And this dividend taxation is the last time we having, because from Finance Act 2020 or that from May 2021 or November 2021, dividend taxation is removed from your syllabus, because DDT has been abolished from Finance Act 2020, but you have this for November 2000 from May 2021, but you will have this in November 2020 examination, but this chapter is will not be, no more, will be killed in May 2021 or November 2021 examination. So as it is last time, we can expect a question from this, and the majority sections there are 115 BBD, 115 BBDA, 222 deemed dividend. But I repeat, if the students are writing in May 2021 or November 2021 or onwards, this chapter you do not have in your syllabus. This chapter is applicable only up to November 2020 examination, but important. बाईबैक में तो अमेंडमेंट भी है सर. You have amendment in buyback up to 5th July 2019. Before 5th July 2019, that nonsense concepts you also have. So this is a category B topics. यहां से आपको 10 से 12 मार्क पूछता हूं. मैं वापस बोल रहा हूं, do not be rigid, do not call me after examination, sir, it was asked less or more. Average will be this only, sir. If I take average of last 6 years examination questions, average यही बैठता. It can be plus or standard deviation is possible by 5 to 6% upwards or downwards, agreed, but better follow this category, this sequence only, no matter what. For your studying purpose, this sequence you have to follow. Category A, category B. Next comes category C topics. उसमें आता my favorite, MAT. Pro forma based questions are important in the exam. You have to remember, no other options. 15 add items, 13 less items, nonsense and all. MAT. AMT, alternative minimum tax. But before doing alternative minimum tax, you should know 10 AA concept, SEZ, and 35 AD concept, specified business. So you directly don't go to AMT. First you should complete 10 AA, then you should complete 35 AD, then you go to alternate minimum tax. Plus you can complete taxation of AOP or BOI. You should do political parties, electoral trust, agriculture income, bond washing transaction. That's it. This is your category C topics. These will not take more than 2 hours to complete. These small but can be asked in MCQs and all. This you can expect for 15 marks. Plus charitable trust plus exit tax. In last 2 attempts, we are getting a question on exit tax. I doubt you remember the section number 115 TD. And charitable trust is section 11 and section 12. Important है, very important है sir, no doubt उसमें. 99.999999% either will get question on charitable trust or exit tax every attempt. ये आए तो ये आता, ये आए तो ये आता. MAT AMT में we are nowadays getting a questions either MAT or AMT, both generally will not be asked both in different questions, but definitely these are small topics, not that relevant, but 1 2 3 4 marks and be asked. But I know इसको 14 नहीं तो 12 मार्क्स तो पक्का पूछता है इसमें से. ये सीक्वेंस ही फॉलो करो when you start studying for your exam. No second thought about it. How many marks are done? 48 plus 12, 60, 60 plus 12, 72. 70% syllabus weightage wise is done. If you follow this, trust me, no doubt उसमें. I'll wait for 1 minute for you to copy, if any. ठीक है, चलो लेट्स कंटिन्यू. One more thing, sir. Whenever you solve PGP problem in the exam, working notes is compulsory and make a separate working notes. I hope you know when we did problems on PGBP, ICI will include that adjustment information in the computation sheet only. Don't do that mistake. You write as a separate working note in the exam. Like we did problems when we covered answers we did and followed by working notes. Better you follow that pro forma only in the exam with 2 add items and 2 less items as well. Yeah, clear? So how many categories are done? ABC is done. Next, category D. Category D, my favorite. Assessment procedures along with return of income plus search and seizure plus appeals and revisions plus penalties. Penalties में summary chart is given for you, but the most important penalty you should remember is 270A for underreporting and misreporting of income, and we have penalties for 269SS, 269SU, 269ST, 269T, all that you have to remember, and summary chart also properly. इसमें से पक्का आपको 10 मार्क्स आता, डाउट टिच नहीं है उसमें. इसमें से 10 मार्क्स पक्का आता है. असेसमेंट प्रोसीजर, सर्च सीजर, अपील्स, रिविजन्स, पेनाल्टीज एंड सो ऑन. कैटेगरी नंबर ई. Category number E is your business trust, investment fund, securitization trust, mutual fund. Investment fund लो amendment है, so be careful with this topic. We can expect a question from investment fund because an amendment topic. Mutual fund, settlement commission, house property, clubbing, and other topics. I don't remember, I cannot give you the list of other topics. So whatever topics you, that's a balance weightage. Sir, understand karo, exam paper will not be for 100 marks, it will be 114 marks. पहले वो बात को समझो आप लोग. 114 में से कितना हो गया सर? 48 प्लस 12 60, 60 प्लस 12 72, 72 प्लस 10 82. 82 नहीं सर, इस ये 12 to 14 मार्क्स आता. ये मैथ आ गया तो 8 मार्क्स प्लस ये आ गया तो ये 15 to 20 मार्क्स आता है. मेक अ चेंज, 15 to 20, नो डाउट उसमें. So 48 plus 12 gives you 60, 60 plus 20 gives you 80, 80 plus 14 gives you 95. The balance topics will give you 12 to 15 marks. Total roughly 140. Don't take exact total. One mark here or there, up or down, that's okay. This is what you should understand for your examination. This is what you should understand for your examination. No second thought about it. मैं वापस बोल रहा हूँ सर, वापस बोल रहा हूँ. Getting marks in DT is not difficult, it's easy, but the subject is voluminous. It's a very huge subject, and I am not blamed for that because the act is so big that can't be helped. But remember, if you are good in this subject, this is the only subject, if you practice after becoming CA, that would be the source of income for you throughout your life. Throughout your life, it becomes a source of income to you. No second thought about it. Okay, so there D, E categories. ये ऐसा divide कर लो. Other topics में whatever I have left out, like house property, like international financial service center, set off and carry forward. Set off and carry forward is also important because उसमें भी एक amendment आया था under section 79. अंडर सेक्शन 79 एक अमेंडमेंट आया था, so that is also equally important, sir. No second thought about it. Fine. Shall we continue with more what you want from my side? अब सुनो, अब ये बात ध्यान रखो, how to prepare one day before exam. I'll start, then later on I'll tell you how to prepare for your examinations, revisions and so on. But first understand how to prepare one day before exam. Assuming we are in day 1, day 2, day 3. Day 3 is the exam at 2 o'clock. Day 1 you came home after writing paper 6. Around 6 o'clock you came, assume kar lo, chalo. 6 o'clock you came and your paper examination starts on day 3 at 2 p.m. Clear? Whatever you wrote in paper 6 should not bother your paper 7 preparation. You wrote well, don't be so overexcited. You did not write well, you should be over enthusiastic, because the marks what you lost in paper 6 has to be covered in paper 7. Sir, paper 7 is a middle order batsman. Sachin Tendulkar in test cricket or Rahul Dravid in test cricket. No doubt. The middle order batsman has to be strong, because if early wickets fell, he should handle the innings properly. If last may you have to score runs quickly, he has to handle that as well. Middle order batsman is very important. It's a backbone of any cricket team. This is the backbone of your examination. You have to make sure this has to go properly, because writing the third paper you are very clear how did your last 2 examinations go and what was your preparation for IDT. So this paper you should be very clear, हाँ इतना मेरे को आता, इतना नहीं आता, ये आता, वो आता, ये नहीं आता, वो नहीं आता, nonsense जो भी है. First rule, okay. Roughly day 1 में I should try to complete international taxation module chapters, those are 8. Plus chapter 6A deductions, plus TDS, TCS, advanced tax and interest. This I should complete in D1. बोलते before you sleep on this day has to be completed. आप कैसा complete करते? If you want to cover the notes, one more thing. Each chapter will have so many problems. So should I do all the problems one day before exam? Practically impossible. So what you are expected to do is, when you do the last revision, not this one, this is one day before exam, when you do the last revision, for every problem take a pen and write double star mark. Only those questions you do one day before exam. For example, in a chapter called deductions, you have 15 problems. You take up 3 to 4 problems maximum, which cover all the provisions properly. Difficult one, that you should do enough. If you keep on doing every problem of every chapter, I'm sorry sir, you cannot even complete 30% of syllabus in that 1.5 day available to write the exam. Impossible that is. So har ek chapter mein, when you do the last revision, mark those questions which are important. Out of 15, 3, 4 all are important. I agree, all are important, but 3, 4 which have more provisions, more depth and so on, it becomes easy for you. Next, day 2, complete your PGBP. One more thing, sorry. Day 1, international tax model, chapter 6 से TDS, interest and amendments. This has to be completed. I have already informed you, you should have a different separate book for amendments. If you don't have, start preparing right now. It will take 1 day time, but it will definitely help you, because we generally expect more marks in May attempt for amendments. As May 2020 attempt is cancelled, we are expecting a lot of weightage for amendments in November 2020 exam, and amendments in Finance Act 2020 which is applicable for May 2021, there also we are expecting lot of amendments to be coming in May attempt. Generally May attempt में ज़्यादा amendment पूछता sir comparatively to November attempt, but here May 2020 is cancelled. We are expecting lot of amendments to be as in November 2020. So ये amendment भी complete हो जाना. Day 2 में first point, maximum by 8 o'clock you should get up. आप कब सोते कब उठते, your headache. This during examination you should have a sleep of 5 to 6 hours, not less than that. I'm sorry sir, उससे कम पड़े तो पागल हो जाते आप लोग, उससे कम सोए तो 5 to 6 hours if you have that. I want to sleep 10 hours, 12 hours, 7 hours. I'm sorry sir, you are at wrong place. Day 2 में should complete PGBP, category B topics, category C topics. क्या क्या है category B C में? All these topics has to be completed. These topics has to be completed, and part of D topics. Some part of D also should be completed. D3, part of D topics. E topics, just overview you do. That would be enough. E कौन सा है? ये वाले. Overview बोले तो don't do problems for this. Go to the provisions and leave it. Don't do problems for this. Provision याद करके चल जाओ आप लोग. That would suffice. Because provisions, if you are clear enough, you can answer those, and you can take one problem also if you want. E and case study one-liner which will be sent, and RTP. Or do one thing, ये case study one-liner you take in D2 only, better. You follow this sequence one day before exam. Roughly you will have how much time sir? From 6 o'clock to 2 o'clock कितना time होता sir? 24 hours. 24 hours plus 12 hours 36 hours. 36 hours plus अच्छा 4 घंटे निकाल लो ना रे. You will have 44 hours in your hand. The moment you came to your house and your next attempt, 44 hours. Less sleep time, 10 hours for 2 days. Day 1 sleep, day 2 sleep. Less your miscellaneous for having lunch, breaks, and all that if I include. 4 hours. 30 hours effectively has to be utilized by you if you want to score good marks in DT. उसमें कोई डाउट टिच नहीं है. 30 hours has to be studied properly without any deviation and discussion and all nonsense. ये ऐसे ही करना पड़ता आपको. Rule number 1. Whenever a question is asked in the exam, explain the provision and then give the answer, whether it's a practical question or descriptive question or theory question. Practical question on DAA, you should explain section 91 conditions. First write the answer, then followed by 91 conditions. हर एक क्वेश्चन का वर्किंग नोट्स इज अ मस्ट. वर्किंग नोट्स में प्रोविजन इज अ मस्ट. whether he asked or not asked, you have to write the provision. And with MCQ, I feel you will have, there will be no shortage of time. You will have proper time to manage in the examination. I'll tell you how to manage also. Don't worry about it. So this is how you should prepare one day before exam, sir. Category B, category C, सब कुछ अच्छे से पढ़ के जाना है. I am again repeating, each and every topic is important. I do not know from which topic he can ask, but 99% whatever categories we have split, I mean the weightage, that should be applicable, that will apply for your exam. You don't worry about that. Now, अब सुनो क्या होता. अब सुनो क्या होता. सर मैं आपको बोलते आता हूँ, I do not know एग्जाम में क्या करना. देन आई विल कवर व्हाट यू शुड डू बिफोर एग्जाम. लेट्स स्टार्ट व्हाट यू शुड डू ड्यूरिंग एग्जाम. माय एग्जाम स्टार्ट्स एट 2, ends at 5. I hope you know 3 hour session. Super. Now, sir, I do not know. I'll just check. I don't know whether you are getting the question paper now also at 1:45 or not. I don't know, sir, because new syllabus mein kya ho raha, I am not aware. But before you used to get at 1:45 only. I don't know whether you are getting now or not. I don't know. I am assuming you are getting the question paper at 1:40. I guess MCQ will not be given. MCQ will be at 2 o'clock only. Question paper will be given at 1:40. If given, do not waste your time. Do not read the question paper. वापिस बोल रहा हूँ मैं with a sound mind. ICAI is ensuring that this 15 minutes you read the paper, become tensed and make your exam horrible. This is not an advantage, it is a disadvantage to you, sir, because they want to pressurize you in those 15 minutes so that your 3 hours examination do not go well. रिवर्स साइकोलॉजी बोलते हैं उसको. आप क्या करना सर 15 मिनट्स में? रीड द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. रीड द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. डेफिनेटली 99.99% पीजीबीपी में से ही रहता. 99.99 पीजीबीपी में से रहता. एडजस्टमेंट्स रहता ना. टेक अ पेंसिल एंड जस्ट राइट प्लस माइनस क्रॉस मार्क. Evaluator also will not come to know if you write only plus and all, sir. Just the small, so that you also don't understand what is it. Plus bol to we add, less bol to we deduct, cross bol to ignore the adjustment. So the moment I get the question paper, my adjustments are done, my 14 marks answer at least 75% is ready. I have to just keep that answer in the answer booklet now. Next, you get the question paper at 2 o'clock. And you have time till 5 o'clock. उसमें कोई डाउट ही नहीं है ना सर, मालूम हमारे को भी. First try and first do MCQs only. No second thought about it. MCQ ही लेना. Time, marks. MCQ ही करना. If you plan to do MCQ at the end, sir, you are making a big mistake. You are making a big mistake. You are fresh to the examination, you are charged up to the examination, we are ready to go start with MCQ. 2 case studies of 5 marks each, 10 MCQs of 2 marks each. How much time evolve, sir? Sir, max to maximum 20 to 25 minutes देना. उससे ज़्यादा नहीं देना सर इसको. अपर लिमिट हो गया. रूल नंबर 1. 1 second. Rule number 1, when you do MCQs, read the question 2 times. They are not fools, sir. They will ensure right answer will be given in the options, no doubt usme. They will also ensure that you give wrong answer. That wrong answer is also in one of the choices. They will know the mentality of the students, where the students can go wrong. They can do something wrong. That wrong answer also will be given in the options. So ek kaam karna sir, read the question, don't read the options. Read the question, answer yourself first. What is asked, what is given, what does he want, then try to do it in a calculator rough book and then check the answer. If you read the question then check the answer, your mind will can go to wrong answer also if you do a mistake in the answer which you're doing as a rough book. So if it is a practical question, if it's a theory question, like example, in case if there is a difference of opinion among the members of IT-AT, what shall be done? Answer is third member will be appointed and he will decide, he will hear the case including the other 2 members. Appeals and revision ka MCQ this is. This type of theoretical questions directly you don't directly go to the answer and tick it off. But agar practical question diya, then better you analyze yourself and then check the options. Next, read the question 2 times. Don't leave any MCQ. If you are not getting the answer of MCQ, leave it right now. complete all the MCQs, then again go back. But don't leave any, because there is no negative marking. And for God's sake, first answer B, second answer C, third answer D, fourth answer A. ऐसा नहीं होता. Do not apply your logic where it's not required. But do not leave any MCQs in choice, because no, negative marking है, attempt and come. But think twice before you're guessing the options. Think twice before guessing the options. Read the question 2 times, don't leave any MCQs. Next, check the answers what you did this in OMR sheet last before going for 70 marks paper, because the moment I start 70 marks ka descriptive, my MCQ should be, I will not come back to MCQ now. MCQ ho jana, I will not come back once again, for which 20-25 minutes I am allotting. And so check the answers whether you are giving correctly or not, whether you have ticked it with the OMR sheet properly or not. गलत कर दिए, एक बार check कर लेना. Checking will not take more than 1 minute. That 1 minute can save you lot of marks. Please don't do that blunder in the exam. मार देता हूँ अगर वो blunder करे तो. So make sure about it. So 30 marks का है ना sir MCQ. I want my students to get 23 marks. I will be very practical. Getting 30 out of 30 is difficult. Agreed. Maybe लिखे तो I know I will not get 30, but 28, 29 I can achieve. 30 तो difficult है. I'm not saying impossible. I can get 30 also, but I'm not sure, because he can ask something which I also don't know. Possible. I'm also a human being, sir. Come on. Not me. Any faculty you take in that matter, because वो MCQ का it should strike you immediately in the exam. I mean, I can say that I know the topic, but there might be chance that it might strike you immediately. So 23 marks I should expect, I expect in the exam. Expected. कितना आना? 23 तो पक्का आना sir. Next. Now I'll start with descriptive questions. How many I have to write? I have to write 5. First being compulsory. 5 questions. First question being compulsory and balance 4. Balance from any 5. Total 6 will be asked. You should write any 5. The first being compulsory. I will start with first question now, because adjustments already ready. And I want minimum 10 to 11 marks here. If you do this in the first 1 hour of your session, what I should do in the first 1 hour? MCQ ho jana, PGBP question ho jana, I will get 34 marks. It means it is first, Virendra Sehwag, first ball, sixer, second ball, and the umpire says no ball, second ball is free hit. Means second ball I need not take any tension only. If you get this 34 marks or 33 marks also, no one can stop you from getting exemption. Take it from my side. Exemption होना, ये strategy follow करो आप लोग. So how many questions are left? 4 questions are left. 2 hours are left. Each question half an hour, more than enough for my examination. I do not worry about. And for each 10 marks, 14 marks questions, if I get 8 to 9 marks also, that would be sufficient. ये हो गया 34, ये हो गया 36, ये हो गया 70. This is the minimum expected marks I'm talking. Maximum can be 100. A minimum I'm expecting, sir. If you follow this strategy, you will definitely able to score these marks in the examination. अगर ये strategy follow करें आप लोग during exam. We already covered what you should do 1 day before exam. Now what we should do during exam. Next point. No concept of cheating, please, for God's sake. If you are, sir, generally boys have a doubt. If a girl is sitting behind and she's asking, For MCQ answer, should we show the answer? Because there might be chance that I might get her number later on. Sir, doubt is if she's asking, are you 100% sure that your answer is correct? You're in dilemma, should I show or not? Do not indulge in malpractices. ICA is very strict against it. Please sir, you're a professional student, behave like professional, and in the examination behave like no cheating whatsoever. BCom में आप लोग करें, इंटर में करें, स्कूल में करें, that's a different story altogether. Number two, should I quote section numbers in exam? Should I quote section numbers in exam is a question. Answer is, if you remember, then quote. If you don't remember, don't quote. Simple. But never ever quote wrong sections. For example, he gave a problem on medical insurance premium. Deduction of chapter 6A. I wrote, as per ATC, medical insurance premium is allowed rejection. Premium amount of 25,000 which is lower. Evaluator will come to know you don't know ATC also, you don't know ATD also. Negative impression jata. So do not do that mistake. Never ever quote wrong section numbers. याद है तो कोट करो, याद नहीं तो नको कोट करो, चलता. Number 3, no by hearting the section numbers. You cannot by heart, sir. That's section ATC, this section ATD ऐसा by heart नहीं कर सकते income tax में section numbers. Try to remember the intent or objective of the section. That will get you more marks. That's the majority of the cases. I'll be writing intention of the section, objective of the section, what was the background of the section. वो याद रखना जरूरी है rather than the section number. Like equalization levy में we have 15 sections, but I covered like a story format. वैसा याद रखो sir, rather remembering like section numbers. That always remember the intent or objective of the section. No second thought about it. चीटिंग ना को करो सर, सेक्शन नंबर देख लो. नेक्स्ट, केस लॉस. शुड आई रिमेंबर द नेम ऑल्सो? नो, नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. उसका प्रोविजन याद रख लो, कौन सा सेक्शन नंबर है. एनालिसिस ये ओन वर्ड्स. कंक्लूजन आई एम गिविंग यू वन लाइनर्स. डिसीजंस विल बी सेंड इन 3 days or 4 days. दैट वुड बी सफिशिएंट. सेक्शन नंबर्स याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. नेक्स्ट, ओम साई बाबा, अल्लाह, all that I do not want in your question booklet or answer booklet. Please, for God's sake, I know you believe in God. Please make sure God will save you, provided you have studied properly what was required to be studied. Hard work is the only factor to become CA. Hard work plus smart work, no other parameters required. Hard work, smart work is only parameter. God will only help those who did the job what is required from their end also. Agreed. So ये ओम साई बाबा ये सब नक्को मेरे को. Next, when you write any questions, all the bits of the same question shall be at one place. For example, question 3 has 4 bits, 3A, 3B, 3C, 3D. I wrote 3A, 3B, then I wrote question 5, then 3C, 3D. Marks will not be given, your paper will be thrown in the dustbin. I know many of my friends are evaluators. I know what they do. So please do not do that blunder. All the bits in the same place. Sir, 3A, 3B, malum, 3C, 3C, nahi malum. Later on, I'll want to write leave page and then continue the next question. But do not mix match your examination answers. All the questions shall be at one place. Next. This is your answer booklet. Assume करो ये आंसर बुकलेट है. You will write question. यहाँ एक लाइन रहता, क्वेश्चन 1 बिट ए, क्वेश्चन 1 बिट बी, ऐसा नको करो. राइट इन मिडिल, क्वेश्चन 1 बिट ए. मिडिल में लिखना कभी भी, नॉट ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड. नेक्स्ट रूल, on the every page. Now what happens? Assuming this is the booklet, you will scroll, you will give the answer sheets to your evaluator like this, like this, like this. 600 bundles papers will be bundled from one examination center, will be sent to evaluator. Ek paper, one booklet will have 28 pages, 28 to 26 pages, whatever it is. Like this, 600 pages will be bundled, papers will be sent to evaluator. I am the evaluator. I will open one paper like this. There are chances that whatever you wrote on this side is toned. Evaluator is not able to see what you wrote at the last sides here for every line. How will he give marks to you? Is it your mistake? No. But who will lose? You will lose. So एक काम करो, every page पे right hand side पे एक ऐसा line draw कर लेना, every page पे. Prevention is better than cure. That is what we are learning in COVID-19 scenarios. Why to give that opportunity also? नहीं होना, नहीं देना है मेरे को opportunity sir. So एक line draw कर लेना. If stone also it's okay. You write till here and then continue. That's it. Then continue. That problem will not come of tone and all nonsense. Next, never discuss the question paper with your friends. నువ్వు ఎట్లా రాసినవురా, నీకు ఆన్సర్ ఏమొచ్చిందిరా, क्या लिखे तुम, कितने मार्क्स आते तुम्हारे को, इसका आंसर क्या है. The moment you write, complete the paper, chupchap go to your home or hostel, relax for 1 hour and start studying for the next paper. You have to be selfish to become CA. I'm sorry I'm using this word, but you ask any CA, he will tell you one thing: you have to be selfish. I know you must be facing lot of problems in your life, even from now only. Financial problems, friends problems, relationship problems, health problems, family supporting, not supporting and all that should not matter to you when you are a CA student. I know it is easier said than done sir, but अगर पास होना है, problems को बाजू रखो, CA बनो, then be capable of handling the problems. You cannot give me excuse, I had this problem, that's why I left this attempt, that attempt. I'm sorry sir, you are giving excuses to yourself, not to me. You cannot skip any attempt. If you're eligible to write, you have to write. Give blank paper and write, but attempt, write, give that attempt at any bloody cost. वो attempt देना ही पड़ता, आपको देना ही है, no matter what. Better you give that attempt. अब समझो sir, you will have lot of, for example, you have financial problem. You think that you are in a position, if you are 90% students I'm talking about, they're not in a position to help their family in finances. So why to think about it? You first become CA and then think about all these matters. Agreed, you have problems. Your relative not well, relative members, wedding happening during examination, November attempt is more dangerous due to Diwali and various festivals, difficult to concentrate, away from home for hostel students. Agreed. But nothing comes easy in life. But the moment you become CA and you hear the word CA, whatever is your name, the satisfaction what you get, the inner happiness what you get, the proud what you get is unmatchable. The moment you become CA, the person who will be the happiest will be your parents, followed by me, followed by our faculties. Make your parents proud. How to make them proud? You have spent 3.5 hours, is what I assume, 3.5 years or 4 years for this course. Sir, आप ये course में हैं, पहले CPT और foundation, then IPCC, then final, then CA. You are at this level, you have passed this route, only this much is pending. If it is very easy to go back, quit the course, but 10 years down the line, every day that inner feeling you will have, had I given one more chance to myself, had I given one more opportunity, one more attempt, I would have cleared my exam, my life would have been different. Do not have that regret ever in your life. This much you should cross by proper planning, focus, determination, hard work, smart work, and follow whatever faculties are telling you to do. You will definitely cross this line. आप यहाँ हैं सर, सिर्फ इतना क्रॉस करना है आपको, सिर्फ इतना. यू हैव क्रॉस इतना with great effort, great sincerity, so much hard work. अब इतना करना है. You cannot go back, sir. You cannot go back. चांस ही नहीं है बैक जाने का भी आपको. You have to live life. You give 6 months to this course, because from final to CA, this course will give you returns for the next 60 years. Leave all the problems what you have. If you feel that you cannot study in your house, join any library. But my advice would be, never do group studying. Everything will happen in group study except studying. You want to study with your friends, study with special friends, all that nonsense, you leave it for the time being. उसके बाद जो करना है करो सर. Study with focus, determination and proper strategy. Then only you will pass this route with flying colors. I hope I'm making sense, sir. So I was talking about be as selfish as possible only for this particular course, sir. You have only this much to pass. Please pass it properly. No second thought about it. The best part in DT is there is no formalized concept. Formulas nahi sir, provisions hai, agreed. Formulas concept nahi, so there is no concept of by heart. And no selective studying. You cannot leave anything in choice. मेरे को नहीं आता. Now listen. Agreed, human tendency, I'll tell you. Agreed, there might be few chapters you're not able to understand, you're not able to follow. Agreed. And you want to leave that. But if it's coming under category A, B, C, do not leave that. It doesn't mean you should leave a D any. Technically A, B, C का तो कुछ भी ना को छोड़ो सर. Category A, B, C कुछ भी मत छोड़ो उसका. No second thought about it. No second thought. कुछ भी नहीं छोड़ना है. Absolutely not possible. Next, if at least 3 months you should have for your preparation, is what I generally say. 3 months to 3.5 months. Ante if you're writing in November, you should start preparing from 10th to 15th July. If your classes are going on, it's okay, let the classes continue as it is, whatever is going on. And this is a peculiar case because of COVID-19. Your classes got delayed and all that. Everyone is facing issue. Not, I know it's new for you, it's new for us also, and we are going through a phase in our academy. This is called BPR, business process reengineering, is happening in our premises. The entire process, the face-to-face class is coming online, so it will take time for us all to get accustomed to it. So start preparing for your exam. इतना time रहना आपके पास, no matter what. Next, when you start studying, better study 2 subjects in a day. I want to take up DT, 15 days I will complete DT, then I will subject. If you do that, you will go mad only. 2 subjects, equal time for both the subjects you have to give. Which 2 subjects? Better take 1 practical and 1 theory. Better in the morning you take up theory, and afternoon onwards or evening onwards you take a practical. But if you be in 1 subject 15 days tarvata, then you will go to other subject. When you start revising for the verse, there will be a lot of gap and you will go mad. Or if you want to do that and you are following that from the childhood, then you follow this procedure whatever. But if you ask my personal opinion, 2 subjects padna, equal time de do and then do for it. every chapter में do problems properly. अब सुनो how to start. Before I start to explain how to start studying, पहले एक बात समझाता हूँ आपको which is important. Do not get frightened. Time management by students. Time management by students. First study, first revision, second revision, and 1 day before exam. Correct? Second revision if you have time, sir, but first revision to definitely you have to do. Second if you have time. This I have completed. How to do? First study, sir, I presume you should give 80 to 90 hours for the subject. Then your DT first time will be completed. And when you do that, you should do all the problems, whatever given in the module. 80 to 90 hours देना ही पड़ता, all the category chapters, and with sequence, in the sequence what I told you, A, B, C, D, all of sequence में 90 hours दियो. 90 hours बोलते, if you divide by 9 hours also per day, you allot, sorry, 9 hours divided by allot 6 hours, 7 hours, because you're studying other subject also, roughly 13 days, 7 hours, assuming you are studying for those 3 months, 3.5 hours, 13 to 14, 12 to 14 hours. That is required? Yes, that's required, sir. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, bluntly, I'm saying yes, that is required. That is required. Next, when you go for revision, you should give 60 to 65 hours. You should do 75% of the problems. Ignore the 25 which you feel you know it properly. Mark there itself that I know it properly. I not go through till forever now. I have understood, my mind में stored हो गया वो problem. And the second revision and second revision shall be 30 to 35 hours, and here you do A, B, C, D category topics. If time is less, time hai to do all, that is nothing better than that. But if you feel that time is less, do category A, B, C, D topics. More weightage will be covered in less time. That is how you should study for your exam. कोई भी 2 subjects ले लो. Prepare timetable is a must. Preparation of timetable is a must. Without preparing timetable, you cannot start the preparation. It's like closing my eyes and driving the motor vehicle in Tangman Road. Accident will happen. Without having a proper timetable, your studying is equal to driving, closing your eyes and driving on a Tangman Road. So please ensure that आपके पास टाइम टेबल रहना कंपलसरी है, उसमें डाउट टिच नहीं है, absolutely no doubt. And those topics of E&D, one topic you take up daily and give half an hour, that would be enough. Daily एक टॉपिक लेना, political party, electoral trust, securitization trust, mutual fund, and so on. All that nonsense you can do. If your principal is not giving you leave, request him to give leave and ask him, I will serve the balance if any after the exams also. Extra 1 month you want to serve, you serve. But please ensure you have 3 months, 3.5 months time in your hand for writing one group. Both the groups you're writing 5 months, 5.5 months or 6 months you should have. Writing one group 3 to 3.5 months you should have. Is what? Acceptable. Less than that, if that also depends on the strategy and timetable and planning, but acceptable. Average student like me I'm talking about. Next, this how you should manage your time, sir. Next, up suno, most important. Time management by students ho gaya. Now we will understand time management by evaluators. My question paper is, my answer sheet is sent to the evaluator. 70 marks answer sheet will be sent. Oh yeah, that MCQ will not be sent because MCQ will be scanned through a machine and answer will be marks will be allotted there and there itself. How many marks will be sent then, sir? 70 marks will be sent to the evaluator, which has 5 questions. 5 questions, right? Assuming each question has 3 to 4 bits. Total 20 bits you're writing. Average me if I take 20 bits you're writing. Agreed? Answer. Agreed. One paper. ऐसा नहीं सर. अब देखो. He will be given 600 papers. One evaluator will be given 600 papers and he has to complete in 30 days. That's the time limit given by ACI. So one day he should complete 20 papers. 20 papers. Now my question is, if you are the evaluator, how much time will you give to one paper? Please be logical and answer. Think you are the person who is correcting the question. How much time will you give to the correction? Max, minimum 10, upper limit 15. Usse zyada you will not give, I also know. So you assume 15 minutes. So he will spend in one day 20 papers के लिए 300 minutes. बोलते how many hours? 5 hours, 6 hours. I'm including chai break, coffee break, that break. 5 hours is 6 hours लगा लो. 6 hours he has to give every day for 30 days to correct your papers. Correct? Yes sir, correct. Point अब यहाँ से analyze करो. 15 minutes he's taking to correct 20 bits. Because one question is one student will answer 20 bits assuming he has answered all the bits, that too excluding choice. So can I confirm, to correct one bit he has less than 1 minute? To correct one bit he has less than 1 minute. Your entire career depends on that 1 minute. So my point I want to tell you is, don't irritate him. Unnecessary. Don't write any nonsense which is not required, because he does not have time. And if you irritate him, he will get irritated only for 10-15 minutes. You will get irritated for the next 6 months. Do not do that. Keep your best answer for the first and the last. I repeat, generally people will start with the first answer, best answer. Nahi. First and the last should be your best answers, always. So the moment he corrects last he will have a smile on his face. 59 will become 60 automatically. 39 will become 40. That will not come to you, because I know you will study properly. That scenario should not come to you and will not come to you. But 59 will become 60. Do not irritate the evaluator by writing unnecessary problems which are not required. Stick to the question and answer. कोई भी क्वेश्चन में प्रैक्टिकल है तो सॉल्व करो, रिलेटेड प्रोविजन लिखो. थ्योरेटिकल है तो फर्स्ट राइट द प्रोविजन, एनालाइज द क्वेश्चन, give your analysis, then give the conclusion. That's how you should write. We expect a CA final student to write. If you understand from evaluator, then you will be more careful when you write something in the examination. So be careful with this, sir, please. Be very careful with this. Next, do not worry. Be relaxed in the examination. Be relaxed, be calm, no tension. If the question paper is easy, do not get excited. Thoda take deep breath and start. If it is difficult, it is difficult for everyone. Everyone is sitting on the same boat. Generally, in any group, 2 subjects will be thoda above standard, 2 subjects will be standard level. Every attempt, not in your attempt of November, any attempt. So if it's above standard also, but I assure you, whatever comes for DT paper, it will be from a notebook and what discussions happened in the class itself. No second thought about it. No second thought. Provisions पे ध्यान दियो rather than problems. Provisions, if you know any problem, any question, you can solve. No second thought about it. Next, problems of relatives whenever we are doing CA. Which college నుంచి చేస్తున్నావు, कहाँ से कर रहे, which year, which attempt. Please sir, this third one 100 people will ask you. Once you become CA, no one will ask you. Remember that. They will only ask you, are you CA or not? You say yes, I am a CA. They will never ask you first attempt how में हुआ क्या, second attempt में हुआ क्या, third attempt में हुआ क्या. वो सब कोई नहीं पूछता sir. So leave number of attempts should not bother you, but remember, treat your attempt as the last one, last opportunity of your life. Assume that corona, there will be earthquake in next year. I have to pass this year. I will pass. I will pass. I will pass. I have to pass. I have to pass. Then no one in the world can stop you from passing. For any doubts, any issues, any clarifications, majority have my number, but this number already I am given to you also. For anything, I'll be sharing with you RTPs of May 2020 amendments, more amendments coming soon, and RTP of number 2020 also, which is to be issued by ICAI. As I've already told you, please ensure there is no distraction from your side and you don't require any motivation. Please, passing CA is only the motivational factor you should have in your life. You can't expect the faculty should motivate. I'll watch motivational videos, that all is only for 10 minutes it will return, then it will go off. So absolutely no distraction. I know you might be facing few problems in your life, everyone is facing that, but make sure you come out of that and come with the flying colors. I am available 24/7 for you guys for any questions, any queries, any doubts. All the very best for examination, whether you are writing in November 2020, whether you are writing in May 21 or November 21 or thereafter, does not matter. Wish you all the very best. Any questions, any queries you have, you can message me on this number. Whether you are my student or not, I'll definitely reply to you. If you have any doubts also, it will be answered. Have a nice day, sir. Thank you so much.